All right, afternoon update. We've got some insane price action, huh? If you haven't been paying attention, we're up a good bit, just a good bit. We're back. I mean, it seems like every time you look at it, it's up higher. So, obviously the bears are thinking the biggest bear trap of all time, or bull trap of all time, rather, and, price is going to come crashing down at any moment. And although that may be true, and you should always be ready for that, like, with those people that are yelling that, which is some big accounts on Twitter I've seen, they conveniently never give their when their thesis is invalidated, right? What point are you gonna still say bull trap at 20K, 25K, 50K, 100K, million K, right? Like they just say it's the big bull trap and it's getting ready to come crashing down. There's zero evidence of that on any time chart. But let's look at it in depth, right? So the hourly, we talked where was it last time we were looking at? We were kind of right in this area, somewhere in there, right? This morning, and the massive move back to the upside. I mean, 4% in an hour out of Bitcoin is pretty impressive, right? We haven't seen that in a while. Now we're pressing outside the Bollinger Band, so maybe we do something like this again, just more consolidation for the rest of the day. But there's some serious volume here, not to be taken lightly. Over the past, since the early in the morning, right? So looking at let's look at our indicators, right? They're getting a little overpressed, but I mean, look at where we were back, $500 ago or $1,000 ago, right? We were overpressed as well. On the hourly, it's not as significant, right? You want to be paying attention to your indicators more on the bigger time frames, and we've got plenty of room to go. So the 4 hour, again, we're outside, but I mean, we were outside the Bollinger Bands at 17K, 18K. Now we're almost at 19K, doing the same thing. So this can maintain, right? The biggest indicator of a big rollover or trend reversal is just one, taking out making a lower low, which we just blatantly haven't done yet. And two, all right, watch your moving averages. Look how, I mean, this is the 4 hours, so this is much bigger than the hourly. We're not closing below the EMA 14. So when we do that, then you got one final safety net really at the 21 EMA. And if you close under that, then your odds go way, way up of you rolling on any time frame. So the 4 hour, strong, still strong, right? Look at the daily. The daily this is what you get, right? We talked about this morning. You get explosive moves like this when you have like the longest, or I guess the narrowest, the tightest the Bollinger Bands have ever been on Bitcoin. This is the move that breeds that, right? And increasing volume, confirming the trend up. All the people that are calling for a trap here, I don't see why they're saying that. Just because it's been going down for 12 months doesn't mean at some point we're not going to go up again, right? This could be the start of the new bull cycle, right? You have to at least have that greater than zero chance of happening. Could we absolutely go back to fresh lows in the coming weeks or months? Absolutely, right? Nobody should ever say anything like that with 100% certainty, but we're on the verge of taking out, multiple, major levels here. We just cut through the 100-day, like it wasn't even there. We're even cutting through our resistance zone like it's almost not even there, right? So likely we're going to need some consolidation sometime here soon. But going out to the weekly chart, we're looking at, our bull market kind of support band is right at the 21-week EMA. Let me get a freaking number on that. 19.2 as of right now. And you can see how it's flattening out. I mean, we haven't had a flat. I mean, where's the last time you saw a flattening out 21-week EMA? I would argue right there, right? March. That's the last time we weren't going straight down the ski slopes here, right? And we're on the verge of tapping that for the first time since then, right? 10 months ago was the last time we touched even remotely close to the 21-week EMA, and that's the next logical point as of now, right? We're just blasting through all these little short time frames, even on the weekly chart. So our zone, right? We've talked about this for months now. Here's our kind of resistance zone. We're in it, right? Are we going to hold it, right? We still have 3.5 days till the weekly closes. Logical place for me is, somewhere between here and 19.2, 19.3. We could even see a wick a little bit higher, but if that happens and we close, imagine we close higher than that, right? Then, the bears will start to die, right? this would be quite impressive. And obviously the biggest green week we've seen in quite some time, 10% so far this week. So far, we're just over halfway through the week. That was a 5%. This was a 9%, 8%, 8%. And, see the wicks. So they went higher than that, but this will be, if we close here, this will be the highest weekly close since March, right? I would argue March. So keep that in mind. We have a little bit of ways to go here, but I like where the power's at here. We're starting to get some increasing volume here for the first time since we've been decreasing, right? We started, I guess, right back in September. We haven't had, all buy volume has been going really down. The peak buys have been going down and down and down. So we'll see. There's certainly some things happening that could equal a trend shift, right? As we're seeing it right before our eyes.